Did you hear the big rumor regarding Jerome Powell and XRP?
No. What's the rumor?
Well, supposedly, he's supposed to be resigning and cutting rates.
You're a retard.
Well, I'm not one of them. We're also going to talk about Biggs buying more BTC because it's not just Saylor. Circle's IPO goes bonkers with a valuation of over $7 billion. Did you get in on it? We're also going to talk XRP price along with...
I say lots of naughty things, so here's your warning.
That's right. You got rumors all over Twitter and YouTube saying Jerome Powell's going to resign. There's an emergency meeting. They're cutting rates. We're going to cut through the BS, and I'm going to show you exactly how. But before we get into that and the crypto news today, your comments come first. Why? Because you, the viewer, matter most. Chip Ricks dropped some support on the channel and says thanks. Well, thank you for the support, and you're welcome. I love bringing you news, whether it's good, bad, happy, or sad. And, ooh, today, Mr. Garrison might make a little bit of a return. White Eagle says, I'm a big fan of you. I think you have the best altcoin news on YouTube. I'm also a fan of Saylor and BTC. It'd be nice if we could all play in the sandbox together. I totally agree. The problem I got, though, is Saylor rips on the alts all the time. It seems that Brad is handing out a good olive branch, but I don't think Saylor wants to exchange it in return. Jimmy Baykid says, dude, if Saylor doesn't want to hash things out, I think Garlinghouse will crush him. Maybe Brad is trying to give him a chance to save face. Yeah, totally. But does Saylor want that? Bitcoin's in at 104,163. ETH is 2505. XP is at 215. While ADA is at 673. You're starting to see the market, well, still suck. Why? Because we're dealing with China and the United States. But first, John Squire on Twitter.
Uh-oh, retard alert! Retard alert, class!
Rumors, Jerome Powell to resign, a tipping point for XRP. If the reports are true, this isn't just a resignation. It's a symbolic collapse of the Fed's credibility. Shut the fuck up, you loser. If you go to MarketWatch, guess what? We've known about this. It's been on the books for a while. At 1 p.m., Jerome Powell shares his opening remarks. Guess what? You have other Fed presidents talking. At 12:45, you got the Chicago Fed president talking. Guess what? You've also got 1 p.m. tomorrow, Federal Reserve Governor Lisa Cook talks. On Wednesday, you've got the Atlanta Fed president. Are they all freaking quitting, you moron? And talking about rate cuts, you got a 95.3% chance that they're going to pause in their next meeting in 16 days. Again, this is all the BS hopium out there. And what do? They tag XRP with it to make it seem like XRP would be relevant. A potential leadership vacuum at the Federal Reserve could further destabilize traditional finance, and that's where XRP enters the conversation. These people are just so fucking stupid. And it's all over XRP. 1 p.m. tomorrow with Sir Jerome Powell. XRP this time feels different. No. He is not going to resign on Monday. I don't know where this stuff comes from. I don't know who starts it, but I'm here to crush it. Let's continue with the news. Saylor makes another BTC buy. Holds 580,000 BTC. What happened? Saylor bought another 705 BTC for 75 million at a price of 106,000. Buying the tips? Yeah, sure seems like it. Dude, Saylor has been buying nonstop, but this is a small buy. Only 705 BTC for 75 million. That's not much. Metaplanet buys even more. They bought 1,088 BTC for 117 million. So they bought more than Saylor. So the whales are buying. So in the beginning, when I asked you for your comments and you said, yo, maybe this is them working together. Do you see Saylor buying XRP? No. Do you see Metaplanet buying Alter XRP? No. Trust me, these people are maxis. They don't want anything to do with the alts. Crypto exchange BitoPro took 3 weeks to admit it was hacked. Yo, how pissed would you be if the exchange where you play was hacked? Taiwanese crypto exchange BitoPro is confirmed that it was hacked after Zach XBT revealed that it neglected to expose an 11.5 million security incident that took place 3 weeks ago. Damn. The crypto sleuth revealed on Telegram today that BitoPro was likely hacked on May 8th, and Garmin help us out, it's June 2nd. Come on. BitoPro's only disclosure came in the form of a maintenance downtime announcement. Oh, you gotta love that. When they say, yo, bros, gals, we're down because of maintenance. No, you're down because you got hacked. Bit of Pro since confirmed the attack took place after multiple users began sharing Zach XBT's finding. By the way, all this, it's linked where everyone in the description below. So for real, can you trust exchanges? Hell no. So keep your crypto off them exchanges. Happy Monday, by the way, everyone. Stablecoin issuer Circle targets a $7.2 billion valuation in its upsized US IPO. So again, for anyone out there that's hanging out in DGen world and Twitter that says, oh, this is Ripple playing 4D chess, planning to buy them. No, because BlackRock wants to buy about 10% of them. Kathy Wood wants to buy a bunch, and a whole bunch of other players want to buy a bunch, and you want to buy a bunch. I got my name listed down on the IPO to you, and guess what? The price is going up, up, up. Crypto's firm Circle Internet said on Monday it was targeting a valuation of up to $7.2 billion on a fully diluted basis in its upsized initial IPO in the United States. Woo! The upsized IPO indicates strong investor appetite. In fact, the want for the IPO is so big that they have more people wanting it than they have shares available, which means they could have a second or even third round of share releases for even more coming out. The upsized IPO indicates a strong investor appetite for crypto firms under President Donald Trump, has not only promised friendly regulations for the sector, also has several crypto projects associated with it. The New York-based stablecoin issuer Circle and some existing investors are now looking to raise up to $896 million from its 32 million shares priced between $27 and $28 apiece. Remember, they were initially looking at $24 to $26. I wouldn't be surprised if we creep up to the $30 mark. Circle's dollar-denominated USDC, the second largest stablecoin in the world, is expected to benefit from the impending stablecoin bill, which we should have debates this week. How freaking cool is that? And next week, what do we get? We get debates from the regular crypto bill in the House of Representados. Pretty cool stuff, everyone. Oh, and by the way, what do we have this week for big stuff? 2 p.m. on Wednesday, the Beige Book. Is that going to be another emergency announcement that Jerome Powell and the Fed are going to quit? For anyone out there that wants to bet me, I will bet you that Jerome Powell does not resign at 1 p.m. today. I will also bet you that he will not do an emergency rate cut me today. If anyone wants to take that bet, hit me up. I'd love to take your money and buy myself a new Carrera 4S. Seriously, hit me up. Come on. One of you YouTubers out there that likes to pump all the bullshit, come on. I want to make some money off your dumbasses, so do it. Let me know down below. Volume for crypto right now, under 100 billion. We're at 95 billion right now. Altcoins have kind of rebounded a little bit more. We're at 22 out of 100. Fear and Greed's at 57. But overall, the market is eyeing what? Hopefully a rebound with inflows. We had 2 days of outflows, but the reality is the majority of the market over this last year has been what, everyone? Healthy inflows. Yes, check it out. We've had mostly inflows, not outflows. XRP price specifically, well, aren't we supposed to moon because Jerome Powell is going to be doing an emergency rate cut? Oh, look, here it is. More announcements. Jerome Powell speaks in a few hours. If interest rate warning on cuts happen, expect 100% down, blah, 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 blah. Come on, everyone. Don't fall for the bullshit. Go where the real news is right here. Crypto with Klaus. All right, 7-day chart for XRP shows what? We had a low on the 30th. Now, since then, we've been floating a little sideways action. We kind of get rejected at the 220 mark. We get support above the 212, 210 mark. Not looking so hot right now for XRP. Volumes right around the $2 billion mark. This is what the one-day chart looks like. That's not that healthy eroni at all. Zooming into the candlesticks, let's go to the 15 so we can see what the F word is going on here. Yeah, XRP Las Vegas sure as hell didn't help the price. That sucks balls. Why? Because right now the world is focused on macros. The world is focused on U.S.-China trade talks. And right now, we're not really in the friend zone. We're kind of in the friend zone, but we're teetering closer to the buy zone. And to be honest with you, we're waiting to see if China snaps back here over these next several days because Trump called them out and said, yo, you broke our 90-day agreement and I'm not going to be Mr. Nice Guy anymore. So will China snap back? What are your thoughts? Let me know in the comments down below because price-wise, I don't know. Most of you out there are telling me that you still want to buy XRP sub $2. Some of you are saying $2.10. So I still say, We in the friend zone, girlfriend. For real, I have no idea where these people come up with this crap. Oh, emergency meeting. It's not an emergency meeting. This has been on the books for a while. And all the other bigs at the Fed are talking today too. But again, Twitter, X, whatever the hell you want to call it, and a lot of the knob gobblers on YouTube are out there just to pump you up with hopium. And the sick part about it is the number of posts out there. Oh, Jerome, he's resigning today. Oh, this is super bullish for XP. He's not resigning. These are the typical remarks that we get. Oh, emergency rate cuts. He's not cutting rates. He said he's not going to cut rates until the tariff stuff gets figured out. So here we go again, back to the old hopium mill, back to where Crypto with Klaus has got to crush this kind of stuff. But it's kind of fun because, you know, I get to put the bets out there, and no one ever takes me up on these bets. No one ever does. You remember when the Rectum was out there talking about, oh, Deaton's going to beat Warren, and I'm like, yo, you want to take it up on this bet? I'll gladly take your money. Never got out. Never reached out to me. I would have made lots of money on the moron. Because for real, that's what you see out there. Players pumping all this garbage. And the problem is you know people see these things and they're like, Jerome, rate cuts, resigning? Oh, bullish XRP. And you're like, no, dude, it's just lies. Look at the price. Look at XRP Las Vegas. Yeah, were there some good things that came out of it? Sure, but it didn't do anything for the price. Were they good for XRPL? Yeah, sure, but then again, like, were they big monumentous things? No, not really. It's just a lot of hype, right? Like a sales convention for like a big company. Yeah, my corporate peeps out there know what's up. So for real, Jerome Powell is not resigning today. If anyone wants to take a bet up on it, just hit me up an email real quick. I'll figure it out, and then I'll take your money, and then I'll go shopping, and then I'll rub it in the next video, and that's how it goes. Rinse and repeat, and then I'll buy myself a Carrera 4S, and then I'll buy my wife a Mobile, and you get my point. So yeah. Now, the bigs out there in the BTC world are still buying. Brad extends the olive branch, and they're like, can we take this olive branch and trade it in for BTC? Because they for real don't like the alts. Metaplanet isn't going to be like, yo, we love XRP. Yo, we love ADA. Yo, we love XM. No, they're like, BTC or bust. So I get Brad reaching out, but at the same time, these players don't care. So good for him for trying, but Sailor's just going to be like, dude, we don't care. We're sleeping with our BTC teddy bear. He does. He actually sleeps with the BTC teddy bear, by the way. So yeah, as more news breaks, I'm going to share it with you. Why? Because there's a whole bunch of tart cards out there. Happy June. Just June. Choo-choo, bitches.